Hi, Patrick here, and welcome to Instant Customer TV. Today we're going to talk about business coaching and mentoring, and with us we have Jonathan Pfahl from Rockstar Group, Managing Director and Founder of Rockstar Group. So, Jonathan, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Patrick. Good to be here.
It's great to have you here, and looking forward to talking with you today. So I thought maybe we could start with the subject, which is what is business coaching or business mentoring?
Well, in a nutshell, it's helping business owners of all different levels and sizes achieve their goals much faster and much more profitably. We at Rockstar have always been very passionate about helping hundreds and now into the thousands of companies all over the world in achieving their business goals at a much higher, more profitable level. So what it is in a nutshell is businesses can be a very lonely place when you're at the top, or if you're a startup just finding your feet and launching your company. So having a mentor or having a coach there with you from the early stages is a great foundation to learn from their mistakes rather than your own, and have them help guide you over the journey that is starting and growing a business.
Okay, wow, sounds great. So I'm thinking someone might be watching now and maybe wondering, why do people come to a business coach or go through a business coaching program? What is it that inspires someone or motivates someone to take that step?
To be a coach or to be coached?
To be coached.
To be coached. I think I can only speak from the experience that we've had, and often you find it's two ways. With startups, more and more startups now are putting their hand up saying, I want a coach to help me from the early stages. And I think the media has helped a lot with that all over the world. Here in the UK, you have, Dragon's Den, where you have, as a great example of a show where when individuals are standing there looking for investment, they're not just asking for the investment, but the term mentor is coming up a lot of the times as well. People now genuinely want to seek the guidance of people who have been there and done it. Because an old saying goes, if you can learn from someone who has already achieved what you want to achieve, you will always be able to achieve faster growth in your business. So I think what really spurs people on is that they all want to be successful in business. People who start their companies, that's what they're here for. They want to be successful in growing their companies. And I think thanks to the media and thanks to a lot of the success stories that have come from mentoring, more and more people are saying, if I want to do this well, I want someone to show me how to do it from the outset and continue to grow further.
Okay. So what can people expect from having a business coach or a business mentor? What are the sort of the results that they can expect to get from a relationship like that?
Well, the first thing is experience. Having someone who has already achieved what you want to achieve and can sit down with you and can really give you answers, not based on theory, but based on practice. Experience is a very, very vital first step of a good relationship with a mentor or with a coach. The second key point is contacts. Most of our mentors have been in business for over 25 years, and in that period of time, they've amounted a lot of contacts and a lot of relationships in business. And there's an old saying that it says it's not what you know, it's who you know. And if you can build a good relationship with one key mentor who can see that you're very passionate about growing your business, then often what they do is they open up their black books to grow your company faster as well. The final step is accountability. And that's something which I find very useful when we're mentoring organizations is you can, in the day-to-day of an organization and running a company, find yourself doing 101 things, and without question, the 12 hours or however many hours you're working in that day have now gone. What mentors do is that we set a specific goal for that company to achieve over a set period of time. And for us, it's usually about 6 months. And each month, what we do is we're giving different goals and objectives for that company to achieve. And what we say to the individual is, please make sure you have all of this done by the time we next meet in order for us to progress. So what we do as mentors is that we're continually making them accountable to actually do the steps on a monthly basis so they can genuinely see the progress they're making. So just to summarize, experience, contacts, and accountability. They're the three key things that people can expect from it.
Okay, sounds good. So people might be watching now and they're inspired and they want to take action. What are maybe 3 or 4 things that you could recommend them to look at when choosing a mentor or a business coach?
That's a great question, and I think finding the match is very, very important. The first step is don't find someone completely identical to you, because we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses, and a good relationship with a mentor is someone who is better at your weaknesses, because we've found in the past is that if you've got someone who's mentoring someone and you're both great at one area of business or a couple of areas of business, every month it's all high fives and pats on the back because we're just focusing on the same thing. So the first thing is don't choose someone who's identical in what your strengths are. A good mentor is someone who can echo, or whilst they understand what your strengths are and what you're good at, they're very good at bringing you into focus of the elements of business that you're not as good at, and that keeps you on a much level plateau as being what it takes to be a good and efficient managing director of a company. So the second thing is have someone help you. Find a mentoring manager, because in most cases with business coaches and with business mentoring organizations, they have full-time individuals who are called coaching managers or mentoring managers. And these are the people who do the match for you, because they're the ones who know all the mentors very, very well. They're the ones that knows what their strengths are, what type of companies they look for, what type of sectors they specialize in. And when the mentoring manager finds out and speaks to the client and says, okay, so tell me what your goals are, what you're looking to achieve, then with those two areas of information, someone in between is a great person who knows the mentors already and can get the match correct and get it put together well. And then, of course, is a great individual and a sounding board for both the mentor and the client, or the business coach and the client, to speak to when they're not speaking with the mentees, when the mentoring sessions aren't taking place themselves. And the final thing is, do make sure that your mentors are credible. Or your business coach is credible. I mean, we have a rule at Rockstar that you have to have started, built up, and sold your own company before becoming a mentor for the group. And the reason I've always done that is because it is such a journey to go on, and there are so few entrepreneurs in the UK who have been able to go on that ride and successfully sell out and create something from nothing originally, which is now worth a lot of money to someone else. And the lessons that you learn in such a journey allows a good mentor to help a client with any type of concern or question they have. So, there are good mentors and coaches, and there are not so good mentors and coaches. So really make sure that you research the mentor or the coach that you're working with to make sure they've got the experience that you need. So they'd be my 3 top tips.
That's great advice. And maybe a question here, because I know, Jonathan, you've been very successful, and so has the Rockstar Group in facilitating results with your clients. So maybe you could tell us a bit about your approach to business mentoring and coaching. Yeah,
I started the company 7 years ago, and I hadn't mentored for a number of years, just purely because of lack of time. We grew from nothing back in 2007 to a multi-million-pound group of companies with interests in China, here in the UK, and India as well. So the journey that I've been through as managing a growing company had taken me away from doing what it all started with, which was me mentoring people in the areas and sectors that I love. And what's great now is we've got enough staff and enough team, which has given me the time to mentor again, which I absolutely love. And I've always enjoyed doing it, and I get a real buzz from it. So now, 7 years on, this year, at the beginning of this year, I was able to start mentoring clients again. So from my approach, what I always like to do first is have an initial chat with the individual, at no charge to them at all, because you've got to get the match right. So that's the key thing. What's in it for the mentor to do this? Yes, we charge for our time, but what the real excitement is being able to work with someone who we like, who we see the passion in, and who we genuinely want to help. And so what I always do, is to start the relationship by speaking to them first at no cost. Get a real feel for the type of individual, what their business is, what their sectors are. And then when you have those answers, a good mentor will be very honest with them. If I can't help someone and there's no one in the group who can't help them, I will say that to them. I'll say, look, I'm very sorry, but we're just not the right fit for you. Fortunately, because we have so many mentors, that doesn't usually happen. But for me personally, if I can't help someone, I will tell them, because it's the start of a not so prosperous relationship. So from a good mentor's perspective, make sure that you can genuinely help them and that you genuinely like them and you want to help them. That's also very important. And then when you do start the relationship, what we do is we start with a specific goal that we want them to achieve with our support over a 6-month period of time. And in the first meeting, we set out that goal and we agree to that goal between the mentor or the coach and the client. And we shake hands on it and we write down exactly how we're going to achieve that goal step by step. And the different steps are the different months. So as I said before, what we always do is make sure that they can see the end game in sight, they can see the goal in sight, but then we break it down into 6 different steps as to how we're going to go about achieving those goals. And then the final thing is, a good mentor is one that can put a financial figure to the goal. So what we always do is the minimum goal that we always set our clients is to make them at least double in sales or in revenue what they pay us to have our time. So they're always making a 100% return on investment. So it becomes not just a nice to have, it becomes a genuine investment which we can measure, and of course, more importantly, which the client can measure. So just to summarize, make sure as a mentor you've got the right respect and you can see the passion for the individual, what they want to achieve. Number 2 is to meet with them first. Don't charge them anything to begin with. Really get a grips of what the relationship should be. Speak to them, get that sense first, and then when you are in front of them and they are a paying customer, set out a measurable goal that delivers a financial return on investment, and that will keep them motivated and keep them happy.
Great. So I think people will love that there's an ROI and it's very specific and measurable. So that's great. So someone is watching right now and they want to take that next step and contact you. Is there something special that you want to offer them to take that contact, take that next step, and take action and meet?
It would be a pleasure. What we would love to offer the viewers on this program is, if you are interested in seeking the advice of a mentor from Rockstar, you can obviously just visit the website rockstargroup.co.uk and book yourself in for a free mentoring consultation. And what we'll be doing is we'll be finding out firstly what your business is all about, what the sector you're in, and of course what goals and challenges you've got in the business that you're looking to overcome. And with that information, we'll then allocate who we think is the best mentor for you out of all the mentors that we've got, and we'll organise an initial free consultation between you and that mentor to kickstart your relationship and hopefully see your business continue to grow and be more successful.
Okay, great. That's a great offer. So if you're watching right now and you want that 100% ROI and you want to see your business grow and get to the next level, then take advantage of this offer here. You can go to rockstargroup.co.uk. You have the website below here, and you can take that action right now. So Jonathan, thank you so much for being here and answering our questions and having a chat with us.
An absolute pleasure. Good to be here, and thank you for the invite.
Thanks.